Hey, welcome everyone. This is Mike from zozostockwatch.com. This is going to be your stock watch list and market talk for the 2nd of May. So happy May, everybody. First day of May today. We did have a Fed day today. So now a test for the bulls here today. All right. That's how I'm going to label this market talk right now. A test for the bulls. Pretty much, we've had nonstop movement up. We've been riding and gliding along the 10 SMA, the 5 EMA, a little dip back here on in March, but recovered quickly around the 200 SMA and then on our way again. Now we're getting kind of this engulfing candle. So for the folks that have been buying the SPY and the markets up near the tops, a little bit of a pullback here. They might be hurt right now, but anybody that's, been in the market or been buying stocks as the market has been recovering, you still have a nice cushion in your stocks. But today was a little bit of a warning sign, right? The old sell in May, go away. Seasonality wise, May through October, usually not the best for markets. That doesn't mean that you can't find things to trade, things to buy, but seasonally, May through October are not the best for the markets. Felt like a little bit of a buyer's exhaustion today. Twilio, big reversal candle down today. I mean, how high can we go on this stock, right? I mean, earnings came out yesterday. They popped this thing up, and then I think people were like, well, I just can't chase this anymore. And so once the buying dried up, folks came in, started taking their profits. So we saw a lot of this on a lot of stocks today. So today was the Fed meeting. The Fed wasn't as dovish as the market wanted. So they don't see any major adjustments in the future to interest rates. 0% chance of a rate hike coming, but they didn't, from what I'm gathering, they didn't see a chance of a rate cut coming either, and the market didn't like that. So a little bit of a reversal day, as usually the Fed days are. And now, we have the press conference each and every day, each and every time now after the announcement. Also, copper was down hard today. I think that got folks a little bit nervous today. But overall, I'm going to call it buyer's exhaustion right now, and, a test for the bulls now. All right. So the NASDAQ was down 46 points on the day. The Dow Jones down 163 points. The transports were down 185 points, and the S&P 500 down 22 points on the day. The IWM also getting back around that 10 SMA and the 20 SMA on the IWM. A lot of eyes on that 155 spot for the IWM, which would, take us back below the 200 SMA here. So this 200 SMA for the IWM is going to be closely watched. And pretty much same thing as far as the Qs go. We pulled back here to the 10 SMA. It wouldn't surprise me if we pull all the way back down to about the rising 20 SMA here on the Qs. Actually, I kind of welcome it. We would like a little bit of a pullback in the markets and a little bit of time down here around the 20 SMA to pick up some bargains, I guess. All right. Now, if the 20 SMA, if this market should get ugly and we break down through the 20 SMA, then you have to say, maybe we're going to hit the 50 SMA and around that 180 level. But one step at a time. Let's see what the markets do around the 20 SMA on the various markets. As far as the markets today, so you had a little bit of volatility, a little bit of the complacency go out of the market today. The VIX today came up to about a 14-15 handle on the VIX, up about 13% on the day. Nat gas was up a little bit. TAN, the solar sector, was up about 1% to the downside today. Gold had popped up today. JNUG popped up today. If we look at it on an intraday, when the first Fed announcement came out, gold popped up and then quickly reversed back down, the junior gold miners. So the first reaction is usually the wrong reaction, and then you get that reversal down. But right now, gold is looking towards the weak side. So JNUG down about 6% on the day. Oil, the EIA report came out for oil today. It was a build. So yesterday we had a build in oil, and also the EIA report was a build today in oil. So the OIH was down, the oil services sector down 3% on the way a day. Steel sector down another 2%. Silver was down almost 2% on the day. And then if we go ahead and look at some of the sectors here, the XOP down 3% on the day. The metals and mining ETF down 2.5%. A lot of that because copper was down over 3%, I believe, on copper today. To the plus side, let's see, we had the aerospace and defense up fractionally for the day. Some of your best stocks for today, ENPH, which is the a semi in the solar sector, was up 29% for the day after their earnings. New Skin was up 26%. Nano up 22% for the day. PCRX up 16%. OSIS popped up 13% on the day. AJRD was up 9%. Grub popped up almost 7% on the day. So that's some of your winners. CVS was up 5%. Apple up almost 5% on the day. On Apple, CSIQ up about 3%. That's also in the solar sector. To the downside, SSNC, this stock was down 12%. PYX down 10%. TAP was down almost 8%. Garmin down almost 7% on the day. Ameren took a hit of 6% on the day. TWLO ended up the day down 6%. STNE down 6% on the day. Some of your lower price stocks to the downside, we had NBRV down 27%. They got a CRL from the FDA, so that stock dropping hard. Pitney Bowes down 24%. FTR Communications down 22%. Ears came out and said they did their stock split, and then they came out with an offering, so that stock dropped almost 21%. HRTX also got a CRL from the FDA. Stock was down 18%. MRNS, this stock was down 16% on the day for that stock. As far as stocks that were up in the small space, ABIO was up almost 99% on the day. ABIO. We caught PRPO in the service at Zozo StockWatch. This stock was up 39% for the day. We caught about, I guess, about 16, 17% of it. MFCB was up 37% for the day. TAIT climbing 21%. SUNW, another solar stock, was up 17% for the day. AWX up 14%. MX, it's in the semi space. This stock was moving up 13% for the day. NSPR climbing 10% for the day. VLRX was up 7% for the day. RADA had a big day today. RADA, this stock moving up 5% on the day. And RNN, let's see, this stock was up about 5%, but can't really tell by looking at the chart. Looks like it recently did a 1 for 12 reverse split. So that's some of your stock action for the day. So for your earnings whisper, we'll go into, I'll show you what the results were on Square, Qualcomm. We'll get into that in a moment. So before the bell tomorrow, we have Teva, Yeti, Wayfair, Under Armour, Dow, DuPont, Kellogg's reporting, U.S. Steel, Activision Blizzard, ATVI will be reporting earnings after the bell. FTNT will be reporting after the bell on Thursday. That's some of your earnings. So like I said, today was the FOMC meeting, and then we had the presser afterwards, the the market didn't like what they heard, so they kind of reversed us a little bit on the market. For economic information that's coming out for tomorrow, pretty straightforward. The nat gas numbers come out at 10:30. Factory orders are coming out at 10 o'clock. And for Friday is the big day. The employment report will be coming out at 8:30 on Friday, so that'll be closely watched. And then we get some Fed speak coming out on Friday on May 3rd. We had some unusual call activity in DO, SYF, and YEXT. To the put side, CCJ, J&J, PDD, RLGY, CAR, and HRB with unusual put activity in those names. As far as the heat map, courtesy of FinViz, we haven't seen a red day like this. Pretty red across the board. Once again, this courtesy of FinViz. J&J moved up. Pfizer, Lilly got a little bit of buying today, up about 1% on the day. Apple, as we mentioned, very strong today. Netflix was very strong today, up over 2% on the day for Netflix. Disney taking a little bit of a break on Disney. Google was down another 2% on the day. Facebook down fractionally. Microsoft down over 2% on the day. And then we had some of the banks moving down. Bank America, JP Morgan. Visa was down 1%. MasterCard down over 2% on the day. So that's your heat map courtesy of FinViz. So let's go and get into some of the news that came out after the bell, some of the earnings. We'll start out with Cree. Earnings per share beat by 4 cents. Revenue miss for Cree. So that stock moving down in the after hours. CRUS, which is a supplier to Apple. Earnings per share beat by 25 cents. Revenue beat. That stock popped up to about $50, and it's holding around $48. So right about where it closed on CRUS. HOLX, earnings per share beat by 1 cent. Revenue beat. Qualcomm had earnings after the bell tonight. Qualcomm earnings per share beat by 7 cents. Revenue beat. Qualcomm. This is one that's on my watch list for watching it for a possible bounce play, reversal play in Qualcomm for tomorrow. We'll get into the watch list in a few minutes. Let's see. Z-Lab had some news. Public offering for Z-Lab. FIT Fitbit. FIT, that stock popped up, pulling back. It's right around where it closed today, around 548, 537 area for Fitbit. Earnings per share beat by 7 cents. Revenue beat there. Let's scroll along. I believe, yeah, we had Square earnings come out tonight. Earnings per share beat by 3 cents. Revenue beat on Square. We'll be watching this one for a possible bounce tomorrow. Also on Square, trading down currently on SQ. Qualcomm lowered their guidance slightly. Square lowered their earnings per share guidance also. EKSO earnings per share missed by 2 cents, missed on revenue. Habit Burgers earnings per share beat by 10 cents, beats on revenue. HABT. So Habit Restaurants, that stock ticking up a little bit in the after hours. ACAD earnings per share misses by 7 cents, beats on revenue for that name. INOV beat by 2 cents, beat on revenue for that name. We're scrolling down here. Let's see if we pick up anything else. By the way, this news courtesy of the Trade Exchange, and they audio the news throughout the day. It's our Squawk news box that we use in my service at Zozo StockWatch. Very good service, very fast news. Cake earnings per share beat and revenue miss for CAKE. Cake, but that stock is moving up in the after hours a couple of dollars on Cake. Any earnings per share beat by 3 cents, revenue beat. So a lot of earnings came out after the bell tonight. We went through the major ones. Let's see. INNT. Biopharmaceutical announces closing of 8.7 million registered direct offering on INNT. Not much reaction to that in the after hours tonight. VCYT, proposed public offering there on that stock, VCYT. Not much reaction to it. Cars. Earnings per share and oh, correction, earnings per share miss here for CAR. All right, that's Avis, so that stock moving down on CAR. Canif will be doing a 1 for 15 reverse split on CANF. And so that'll take effect on May 10th for CANF. It's an under 50-cent name there. APA misses by 4 cents, beats on revenue for APA. It's an oil stock. That stock moving down in the after hours. Beyond Meat is an IPO. They priced at $25 per share, the high end of its expected range for BYND, the symbol there for an IPO. I believe it's coming out this week. And then for top insider purchases tonight, we get TREC CEO purchased 10,000 shares at $9.31. TREC. Not much reaction to that. Let's see comments from Kramer from CNBC. Beyond Meat will IPO for $25 a share. Buy it below $35 after its debut, and that coming from Jim Kramer on CNBC. Once again, this news courtesy of the Trade Exchange audio news service, very fast news service. So we caught TVIX in the room today. TVIX is a volatility play as the market was reversing down on the SPY. We were getting some selling in the markets. TVIX broke up over this level you see here, 1984, 20 bucks area, and it popped up into the close here up to about $21. We caught that in an end of day trade in TVIX. I'll show you the action in the SPY. When the SPY started to break down through the 5 EMA, this yellow line is coordinated with the 5 EMA on the daily chart. When we started to break down through that with some force, as you can see, and the SPY selling off into the close here, TVIX gave us a real nice trade today. PRPO was another trade that we did in the service today. I did a video on it. I'll attach it to the end of this video. Basically, we caught PRPO coming up through $6.30 on PRPO. The stock is still running in the after hours on this name. So a nice entry here. It was on the video last night. If you watched the Stocks to Watch video last night, hopefully you caught that one too on PRPO. All right, we'll be right back with stocks on watch for tomorrow. ABIO, I did not catch this one in the service today. Now, it had a huge run. There was really nothing going on with this thing in the pre-market. There wasn't any news. I don't believe I didn't see any news on it, but ABIO made a big move up. We'll see if there's anything left in the tank. It recently did a 1 for 18 reverse split on ABIO, so they took shares out of the market. That might have been one of the reasons why it was popping so much. So ABIO, I'll have it on watch for tomorrow. By the way, if these videos help you, please hit the like button, hit the thumbs up, smash that like button for me. That's all we ask, so our videos get promoted out there on YouTube. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button for me, and also if you'd like to be notified when we do videos, please hit the bell and you'll get an email sent to you every time we do a video. Another stock I'll have on watch for tomorrow, APPS, holding up very well here, has that $4 area up ahead. We were high today was 404, so volume 2.3 million shares on APPS software application. So this one will be on watch. Another name, ARQL, popped up here. The high today on this name on ARQL, 673. Now it had popped up, it pulled back to about the 10 SMA. So we'll have it on watch. 2.2 million shares on this name. Looks like most of it came in the open on ARQL. We'll see if there's anything there for tomorrow. AWX looks interesting here. 750,000 shares or so. Expanding volume. Popped it up to about that $3 area. So we'll see if there's anything left intraday set up for this name. BABA. Kind of looks like a lot of charts today. You know, they popped up, got as high as 193 on this name. So I'll have BABA on watch, see if there's anything else that this one wants to do tomorrow. You see everything kind of drifted off into the close today. Maybe we get a further pullback on BABA for an entry. BE chart still looks good. All right, BE volume has been coming in, big expanding volume here. Another 2 million shares being bought today. The high on BE is 1460, so watching this one tomorrow. CTRM, a lot of fits and starts. Volume on this name, 105,000 shares. So we'll see tomorrow if this thing wants to maybe get back above $7 on that one. Not in love with it. RBZ was popping up a little bit. It popped up, pulled back into the close here on RBZ. You know, a lot of fits and starts trying to get up over this 20 SMA. You know, you play this with small shares. It can be spready, volatile name. CVM looks good here. CVM, you can see it kind of consolidating here, coiling on CVM. So this one will be on watch for tomorrow. And volume, though, 266,000 shares. So that's a little bit of a problem there. CVS, we traded this one in the room. We got about a 20-cent trade out of CVS, sorry. It is curling up. Watching this $58 area for CVS. Disney, right, looking for strong plays, pulling back. So Disney pulling back about 3 days in a row now. We'll see if we get another pullback day tomorrow. Could get a reversal back up on Disney. Grub was showing some strength today. Keep your eye on Grub tomorrow. You know, maybe back up over that 72 area. Now, you know, this video is for entertainment purposes only. Take everything I say with a grain of salt. $21 maybe on Intellisat. Might get this one going. High was 21.23 for letter I. Volume 2 million shares on this name. So we'll see. INSG also connected with 5G. It's been holding the 150 SMA, starting to turn back up. If they ever get this one back up over that 100 SMA, which is around 478, 480 area, might be a possible swing trade in that one. LCI trying to battle its way over the $8 spot and get up over the 50 SMA. MX popped up today. We'll see if there's, you know, a lot of topping candles here now on MX, but volume today, 1.4 million shares on this semiconductor name, popping it up. So we'll see. NSPR turning back up here. The high on this one, $5.55 area. So keep it on watch, maybe trying to turn back up on this name. Pixie was perking up a little bit today. Once again, it's an under $1 name. 1.3 million shares came into Pixie. It's a beaten down name, maybe trying to turn back up. PRPO, we traded it today. We'll see if there's any further action in this one tomorrow. Qualcomm, like I said, I'm watching this one for a possible reversal play. I hope it goes back down even more tomorrow. So I'll be watching Qualcomm. RBZ we talked about. REFR, strong day today. Maybe some kind of red to green play in this one, a pullback play, a reversal play. Now we're going to have to keep some of those inverses on watch. If the market continues to move down, instruments like the SDS, as the market goes down, SDS will move up. SPXU, same thing as the SPXU. As the SPY moves down, the SPXU will move up. TZA, for the IWM. If they're going to be selling off the IWM, you want to keep your eye on the TZA. If you're a more experienced trader, keep your eye on TVIX. We traded that today in the service, so TVIX will be on watch for tomorrow. And then lastly, Twitter on watch, battling at that $40 area, pulling back to about the 5 EMA. We'll see if Twitter wants to give us a trade tomorrow. All right, folks, this is Mike from zozostockwatch.com. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the video, but definitely hit the like button for me so we get noticed by YouTube. All right, everybody, have a good night, good day trading. This will be the last video until Sunday. All right, have a great weekend and have a good day trading tomorrow. This is Mike from zozostockwatch.com.